This is a split call between Greens and Labour. Labour is taking the first 5-minute call.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. Mr Speaker, kia ora to the government, kia ora to New Zealanders. It's our first day back in this House. And it's a bit hard getting the tie on. I don't know about members opposite, but it certainly chafes on this neck. I want to say a quick thank you to all the Kiwis that I met over the summer break, because I had a good long time off. And what I rediscovered, whether it was from Cape Reinga to the South Island, is that New Zealanders are fair, decent, wonderful people. Fair, decent, wonderful people. They want to do well. They want their neighbour to do well too. One thing they are not, though, Mr Speaker, is they are not, by and large, ideological. They're practical. Kiwis are down-to-earth folks. And so they'd be scratching their heads if they knew what was behind this bill. Because take the charter school stuff. Imagine a kind of school that has unqualified teachers, that doesn't have to teach the curriculum, that is not subject to their normal accountabilities and gets 3 times as much money per student. Try explaining that to your average plumber in Timaru. And they'll go, why? And the member who's just resumed his seat is trying to dress this piece of ideology up as some sort of social service initiative. Bunkum. It's about the interests of private providers driving a wedge through the public education system. So to the plumber in Timaru, mate, that's what this is all about. Their money, not your kids. Now bringing us to the tertiary education bit, because for a moment I was tempted to think that Stephen Joyce had lost his marbles. Exhibit A, a press report that says 1,600 submissions to 1. The public hates this piece of legislation. Stephen Joyce, the master tactician, has put up a piece of legislation so politically stinky that people voted against it in submissions 1,600 to 1. Why? Why would he do, a smart guy like Mr. Joyce, something that dumb? The answer is that this is part of an ongoing ideological agenda. First, they take the guts out of student unions by creating a free rider problem through voluntary student membership. And then they knacker university councils by taking university staff and students off them. What the heck is a university for if not to educate students and to provide employment for staff? Why would you want them on your council? And the answer that the government's come up with? Because it's more efficient. God, you can hear Margaret Thatcher, can't you? You can hear Margaret Thatcher from this far distance. Do these Tories learn nothing? Well, I tell you one lesson they're going to learn again over the next 3 years is that New Zealanders had just about enough of this ideological claptrap, and they want to get back to common sense. They want a school system that is about their kids and that everyone gets a fair go, and the kid of a miner or a driver and the kid of a doctor can both aspire to be the best they can be. And that starts off at preschool and it goes through primary school and intermediate and high school and it goes through tertiary. And they want tertiary institutions, unis, polys and others, to be responsive. That's why we want students on university councils and staff on university councils, not Margaret Thatcher's return to New Zealand education through Stephen Joyce and Hekia Parata. Thank you, Mr Speaker.
I call Gareth Hughes.
Kia ora, Mr